welcome to Chris Parkin Shooting Sports. We have got a new rifle coming today. Now, this is a Steyr Scout version 2. Now, for those of you who've been around for a few years in the gun industry, you'll have known about the Steyr Scout, which was Colonel Jeff Cooper's kind of pet project to make the ultimate rifle for true sort of handling capability and use in the field without compromise, and excellent for backup situations. One thing it is though, will it come out of the box? This has just been sent to me by Sportsman Gun Centre, so thank you to them, and here it is in the box. What have we got then? Now, the Scout was famous because it was one of the sort of first very polymeric rifles with a bit more versatility and a spare magazine. So it'll be interesting to see what's changed with the version 2, which is here. And just see if I can find the bolt there. We get a good manual. Steyr do good manuals as well, and that looks like some kind of, well, we'll see what that is. It might be a barrel end cap. That, yeah, it's a rubber barrel end cap if you want to protect the rifle. So let's just get these out here. Pop this to one side. Right, that's the rifle. Now you'll see straight away it's got a very different look to it, and they've changed a few of the bits of this, but we'll talk about those in more detail in a second. I'm just going to get the bolt out of this packet. So, bolting the rifle. This is a multi-lug bolt. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, it's a 4-lug bolt, but it's a 4-lug and they're in pairs, so it's still a 90-degree lift, and it'll have many of the usual Steyr features, but a few differences as well. So let's look at this to start with. Now, number one, we're going to find that it's got bipod legs on it. Just make sure I'm pressing the buttons or anything here I need to do to get that. Yep, there's a button on the underside that allows those to fold open. So you've automatically got an immediately pointable rifle by hand, or something more stable to shoot from a bipod. And that's quite a tall bipod, it's probably about 13 inches. Some more of the features now. It's screw cut for a sound moderator, no huge surprise there. It's got a short 20-inch fluted barrel. Now here we have also got pop-up sights, foresight, and there's a pin sight at the rear, so we can therefore have emergency backup sights, and these are very small, very compact, and they're not going to interfere with scope mounting. Now, the original Scout had a weaver rail on it, and the difference between weaver and Picatinny is sometimes it's very obvious, sometimes it's in small details. It's the technical dimensions of the actual lugs and the dovetail itself, but weaver rails often have intermittent gaps and different this, that's and the others, whereas 1913 spec Picatinny rail is uniform throughout its length, so you're not messing about trying to get things to fit it. Now the magazine is here on the underside, and in 223, I'm not sure how many shots this is yet, but let's say this is probably a 4 or a 5 shot magazine, but it loads from the top, so you can just click them in the top, and that also means that if you're really in a bind, you can load them in the gun as well and just put them in there, but that will work super smooth. I've done a few Steyrs recently, 223, and they do work very well, and guess what? In the back here, there's a spare magazine, so you've got 2 you can load up, carry, and you're all good to go. Pop that back in there. Now it's got sling mounts on it here, and the Steyr ones use a mount that comes with it and clip in there, and you can clip them in there, clip them in the fore end as well, and change them where exactly you want them. There's a bit of accessory rail on the underside here, so you can add accessories to that. And then the next thing to talk about is the bolt. Now the Steyr bolt's a little bit different. It's a 90-degree lift, but it's quite an angled handle, and it bends down really low there when it's actually locked and closed. So single stage, this has got a, let me just check. Yeah, that's definitely a single stage trigger. But what you can do with a Steyr rifle is, if you roll the safety catch back now, the bolt handle is locked and it will not fire. But you can actually also go back all the way and put it there and click the handle down, and that means the handle is even lower profile. So if you are carrying this rifle and you've got it, particularly with the bolt handle towards your back, you can do that, and it cuts the profile down, makes it less likely to snag on things. And as soon as you click it either into safe, bolt handle pops up, or you know, you got bolt operation there, but it won't fire, or if you go all the way forward into the fire position, you're back there as normal. Recoil pad on the back looks like it's got spacers. That's going to fit in here, and that is going to be an interesting rifle to review. Now, if you are something foxing fan, night vision fan, you've got every little bit of night vision capability you want to put on there, and you've got 2 spare magazines, so you know, load up the set and you are good to go for the whole evening. It's worth noting that that bipod also has cant capability, so the gun will roll as your aim point goes, and those click back in position on the underside there. So there we go. Right, let's check a few dimensions and measurements on it. First one to look at, overall length. Well, the barrel is, as we said, it's a 20-inch barrel. Overall length is 39.5 inches, or 1,015 millimeters. Length of pull is 13.5 inches, 343 millimeters. Overall weight, switch on the scales, just pop those into grams. Overall weight is 3,327 grams, which is £7, 5.4 ounces. So now let's have a look and see what the trigger weight is on this. Just turn this on, set that up. Now this is not the single set trigger, this is just a normal single stage trigger. Break that, 905 grams, and just give it one more go just to be sure. Nice steady pull on it. 963 grams. And that's £2, 2 ounces. So quick mental arithmetic, that's 34 ounces. Right, this will be getting a full review. The 223 makes it very usable. I'll be adding a moderator to it. I'm not just sure yet what the thread is. I suspect it'll be a metric, maybe a 14 or a 15x1, but we'll get a moderator for that and get it used. It's a very different looking rifle, and I really quite like it myself. I think it just shows some real personalised nature to it. I like the fact that bipod's integrated, scope on top, that'll be going there, and we can take it out shooting and see how we get on with it. Right, well, I hope you've enjoyed that little first impressions video. Please like, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell and keep track, 'cause the regular upload will be up in a week or so. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.